Dear God, on this 137th day of my awesome abstinence recommitment journey, I thank you, Daddy, for your grace to really look up to you to show me the right path. Psalm 25 verse 4 to 5 says, point out, show me the right path, O Lord. Point out the road for me to follow. Lead me by your truth and teach me, for you are the God who saves me. All day long I put my hope in you. Yes, Papa, I put my hope in you. Whatever I'm doing in my life, especially during each assignment that you give me. And I remember this poem I wrote in 2017 about my path. And I said I dabbled and dabbled to stand, then started off crawling and crawling before walking and walking, trying, finding and finding my own path. And not the path chased for me by anyone but you, O God. And when I started saying and saying, not with my eyes but with my soul, I saw a path different from theirs, whose vision near blurred my sight. What a hard and headache to have. Trying to stay focused and not ruin any chances, explaining without expecting. Why a rugged, not a third path? Because that's just the way of life. I am forever grateful and grateful for the awesome angels I have met on my path. And I keep meeting these awesome angels on my path. On each assignment, frankly speaking, Papa, I meet your angels. They might have broken wings, but they're just so beautiful angels. And I'm really right here on this particular assignment, and I'm just thinking about, Father, how do I go about this assignment? Yes, sometimes our hopes and dreams are different from our ways and means. But when we know that you, oh God, provide the best ways and the best means, then we don't even need to hit our head. Yes, even though your word says that when we decide to serve you, we should prepare ourselves for trials. There is no trial that is greater than you, Papa. So when Jesus says, come to me, all you will labor and weary and heavy laden, and he will give us rest, and his yoke is light, I will do that. And as I sat yesterday contemplating, with nature, I saw all these trees. It's so green here. It's such a peaceful environment. And I was just like, Father, thank you for sending me to places where all is not lost. There's so much hope. There's so much peace. Just looking at this giant palm tree, and I'm like, Papa, let it just grow like that, and let the clouds just be like that. Not too bright, not dark, and everything. And then, Papa, a mango fell from the tree, and that's how I started. Had I even brushed my teeth? I cannot remember. But I was so happy to have this mango, and I was just like, hey, mangoes will make me stay in this place, so because I love mangoes. And then, well, I had to go to the market. In these areas, they have market days maybe once or twice a week. So it's a big deal to go to the market in these areas. And so I went to the market. I went with my host. I was just so grateful. I thought that I was going to go alone, right? Because I'm kind of the woman in the house. So I have to prepare food and all of those things. But no, my host came with me to show me around probably, and all of those things, make me meet his friends and stuff. And that was just so thoughtful. And then he was showing me the path, and I was just thinking, that's how I want to follow your path, God. And I know that God doesn't, you will not come to this earth to show me, and you must not always talk to me in my heart. You can put people on my path. I call them my angels, right? So there I am coming for an assignment, and then my host is showing me the path to follow in the market. And it was just so beautiful seeing the market, just reminded me of my village. And I was so happy. And then, well, at the point, there was a time when I got tired, and I bought some coconut sweet. Yes, there's a lot of coconut this way, so people make coconut sweet. And I ate, and I was like, oh, what a serene way of living, right? Oh my goodness, but it cannot last forever. We had to go back home, and I'm so grateful that my host could carry the market bag because it was heavy. And for us, it's typically women who are supposed to carry market bag, or the mom be like, nah, that's your thing and stuff. That was how it was in my first match. I could never even dream that my ex-husband could carry any market bag. He didn't even go to the market with me. So this really touched me, and I was just so grateful. But the part we took to come back home, funnily, it was through an abandoned school and all of that. I don't know if it was due to the crisis, or it had been abandoned before. But then there was still a part inside that school, across the school. And although I first started, I was like, yeah, there's always a way where there seems to be no way. And then we got back from the market and there were more mangoes. Come and see mango first. I ate all of those mangoes. I kept one yesterday and I've just finished the last one this morning. Papa, what can I do? It's not my fault though. I think that I have a mango virus in my stomach. But the peelings were put to use, you know me now. So I did this steam therapy and it was very funny to see because my host doesn't know about steam therapy. He has been watching me do steam therapy because I post everything, right? And so they tried it for their first time yesterday, and after 30 seconds they were done. And then the second time they did a minute and a half, but I did my 10 minutes. It was just so lovely, all of that. And I had this beautiful lunch, that I had cooked the day before, with some soap gari. It goes like magic, and I felt so full, so satisfied, so happy. And I laid me down to rest some, because I'm not really a religious person, so I wasn't going to go for any stations of the cross and all of those functions. But in my heart, I know this is the Easter Triduum, it's the weekend when you've done so much for us. And so I just pray, Papa, that you continue to show me your ways and you teach me your paths because I really trust in you. And for all those who are also trusting in you to show them the way, Papa, do not pass us by. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you for the part that is in the Bible that really illuminates it for us. In Jesus' mighty name I pray. Amen.